Greetings GasApp Massive, how the devil are we? This week I thought I'd show you some different sides to the GasApp premium features, namely Horror Show and of course Talent Show. That's right, these two little buttons which will show you a whole world of what other engineers out there are going through and achieving on a day-to-day basis. Let's have a look at some of my favourites this week. First up then with the Horror Show, Joe Barker from Sheffield sent in this picture of a typical flue lining. That's right, I find loads of these out and about. What is it with people using combustible materials to pack out the hole in a flue? Well, of course, with Talon Flue Snug, you don't need to do that anymore. But of course, there's lots of this out there. Next up, our mate Tim Woods from Romsey had a bit of an issue with an immersion thermostat failing. Push fit too close to the cylinder completely obliterated itself. Don't know what brand that is. It looks like barrier pipe, but this is why you shouldn't be using plastic pipework too close to stored water. Now, there's a time and a place for push fit. You know, I love Polypipe. It's a great quality product, but there's still situations where it shouldn't be used. Too close to boilers, too close to a heat source, that can be an issue. And this probably cost quite a bit of damage. Coo blimey, Ashley Yates from London now then with, is that an ISO valve on a 6-bar PRV outlet? My God, that is an absolute bomb waiting to happen. Ladies and gents, if you don't know what you're doing with unvented, please stay away, because this here could cost lives, people. That is a shocker. They walk among us. Lastly, we've got Ben Henry from Coventry, not far from me actually. I think we can all guess what boiler it is. Didn't pass the poke test. Now I think we'll all agree that this is anything but ideal. Damage to the boiler case, and you can change any part in a boiler apart from the case. Once that happens, it's a write-off, baby. ID, go home, fit a new. With all the bad comes the good, and this one is kind of questionable. Looks like another ideal boiler from the condense trap, and what on earth is going on there? We've used a pipe clip to hold, I can only imagine being the flow turbine in place. Temporary fix on a Friday night. Who's done something like this to get the customer out of trouble and you home to bed? Let me know in the comments. Another one now from Patrick Wright in Broxbourne, and this is a beautiful installation. Yeah, I mean, let's hope he lagged it afterwards, obviously. And they say we're not engineers. Well, if you can tell me the flow rate and pressure loss for each of those elbows on the hydronic system, then yes, you are indeed an engineer. Water softener, loads of pipe work. It is a beautiful job. So if this is you, mate, props, well done. Proud moment, look at that. Over to the future of the industry now. Connor Fox says below, 3rd year apprentice, massive props. Looking at this little 2-zone system. Now, there's always that question about apprenticeships and apprentices, whether they're doing the work that we see in these pictures. But I always look at it from another point. Even if they haven't done the entire thing themselves, they're growing up and learning around work like this. PRV into a tunn dish, onto the condense, tidy job, well clipped. Very, very good. He should be happy with that. Not sure where the flue is though. Maybe got to finish that bit later. But yeah, if that's where you are in 3 years, buddy, well done and good luck for the future. Shout out to Jason Bailey from East London. Now this is obviously a beautiful job. Even impressed by the lagging. Very, very nice install. Great cylinder. Big old vane in the top there. But I think what we can all appreciate as plumbers and heat engineers out there, how difficult it must have been spending a couple of days stood in such a tight space and managing to make that work. We all know that's a struggle. Keeping it tidy like this, very, very good job. Well done, Jason Bailey, and that is a proud moment. Martin now, last but not least, from Fleet, drilling a hole with a hole saw through a stack, and he's dropped it. It's fell out the chuck. I have feared it. It's only happened to me once down the back of a cupboard and I had to leave it there. Fitted kitchen, couldn't get it back. But this is a make or break situation. Talent Show, questionable, but yes, that is a good result. Getting a magnet from a filter down there to retrieve your hole saw. Can you imagine how quickly that would have blocked up? Well done, you. So you've seen some horror shows, you've seen some talent shows. Why not get your 2 weeks free trial over on GasApp UK? Head to the horror show, show us the terrors that you're seeing out there in people's houses, and of course, show off your work, be proud, get some likes. Don't forget, each month as well, they do pick a winner, and there are prizes to be had. So head over to GasApp UK now and start your free trial.